but good old Bill Maher made sure on new rules Friday night, just as Israel was bombing hospitals.
Oh, I like her. She has this image of herself as a Statue of Liberty smoking a doobie. Love that. Okay.
Rolling doobies.
Okay.
So here's what the benevolent Bill Maher has
She's
to say.
26 years old and he's picking on her.
He's picking on her.
Right. Go, Bill.
Well, Bill Maher does like them young.
She's 26 years old. Yeah. Well, that's about in his like mental maturity age group.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. So here we go.
And finally, new rule. To mark the October 7th anniversary, we must launch a campaign to educate young Americans about the Middle East. And the way I'd like to begin that process is by addressing an open letter to Chappell Roan. Now, to those viewers who aren't watching this while also looking at their phones, let me explain. Chappell Roan is not the name of one of Trump's golf courses. She's actually a great new recording artist who, like a Hezbollah pager, is really blowing up.
Okay.
Do they pay the audience to laugh, first of all?
Yeah. They do, and you could tell it's hesitant. And yes, they do that. And they probably have plans.
Let's just play a laugh track while you're at it. You're better off doing that.
I'm already so disgusted. That's not even like, honestly.
Making a joke about pagers blowing up
is so.
That's not funny.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
Those are
and it's
crimes.
Not even one of those things where you could just go, what, too soon? Yeah. He's just disgusting. Look how cute she is.
Bill is the joke. Well, listen.
She's so cute. I don't know anything about her. She's 26. What about her? She has music. She fills up stadiums. She's telling Democrats to, get fucked.
Are you telling me? And apparently SNL decided to do a skit on Chappell Roan to attack her, and apparently wasn't that funny. Surprising, but this is what happens when you get off the reservation. Bill Maher, who has been working for HBO for literally 2 decades, he's come a long way since he was fired for telling the truth about 9/11. Well, he got his mind right. Just like he, for a minute, pretended like he really supported Bernie Sanders in 2015. Now, he got his mind right pretty quickly. We'll continue.
In just a few months, she went from a struggling artist to getting 3 billion plays on Spotify, netting her almost 11 cents.
That's so funny.
But here's what caught my eye. She seems like a Gen Zer who can be reached, because I saw her on TMZ say,
like, obviously, fuck the policies of the right, but also fuck some of the policies on the left.
That sounds like something I would say. She also said, I think it's important that people use critical thinking. I think it's important for me to question myself, question my algorithm, question, is some person that tweeted something about someone else even true? Preach, queer ally, preach.
God, he's such a smug asshole. Preach, queer ally. Preach.
So the fact that, and it's interesting that the people that are so anti-woke and all that, they're the people that are bringing up the fact that she's queer. Like, I don't know anything about her. Now I want to like her and I'm going to look her up. And now, like, again, I'm glad that he's promoting her. But what is his thing? Like, what is his problem with her? I don't understand why he's picking on her.
But then we get to Israel. And Chappell, this is where we must put to the test your pledge to use critical thinking and to question whether what you're reading on social media is true, because it isn't. There's a whole history of the Middle East that you and your fans aren't hearing about. So why don't you let me be your spirit guide through this? But before I do, let me tell you a little about myself, since you may have no idea who I am, considering that when this show went on the air, you were barely old enough to be told you were in the wrong body. And I didn't learn about the Middle East from TikTok, which is a Chinese company whose totalitarian government would just love to have America's youth hating America.
God damn, he is.
Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of research into her, and I honestly do not understand what. and again, not that it doesn't matter to me at all, but I don't understand why he's saying this. It says that she's in a relationship with a woman. So, okay, so she's a lesbian and she uses a stage name. And I don't understand
So
why
she
he's
wasn't
picking
born a
on
man?
her. No, she was born Kaylee. No, she was born Kaylee Rose Amstutz, known as Chappell Roan. She's only 26 years old.
Why are they saying that she's trans?
She's a lesbian. She came out saying that. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand this.
He specifically said that she's trans.
No, she's not. Now, what she did say is that the name Chappell Roan is what she calls her drag character that she puts on her persona, as like Hannah Montana would have her persona that she feels like is her more outgoing person. But that's all this says here.
No, he said that she's trans.
No,
so I didn't
understand that.
know, but it doesn't surprise me that he would make that statement.
Okay,
and
so
not even
she
know.
called a queer pop icon. Yeah, lesbian pop. I don't understand why he's saying that. And again, I wouldn't care if she was a trans woman. It's irrelevant. Again, these are the people that bring this up.
That's some of that algorithm stuff you say you want to look into. Now, first off, the fact that you don't know much history isn't your fault. You live in the United States, where the schools stopped doing that whole teaching facts thing a while ago. But getting all your history from TikTok is like getting all your calories from Hostess.
What an idiot. So I'm getting to why they're picking on her. And this is one of those things. So yeah. So she's somebody that has basically talks about queerness and femininity and woman power and woman stuff. And men like that feel threatened. Men feel very threatened by that. Men feel very threatened by women that can be completely happy existing without men.
Yeah,
they do.
Really
there are men
weird.
that are very threatened by that. Like the whole idea that women could be. And I've seen male comedians that get this and have done shticks where it's like, we don't need you. We don't. And so I think there are a lot of men that are very threatened by that. And that's what it seems to me. It sounds to me like she's very ultra, like feminist, whatever it is. So apparently he's threatened by this 26-year-old. Good for her. Also, she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder when she was 22 and has come out and talked about the pressures of, different stuff. Why are they picking on her?
Because she's not supporting Kamala. She may be voting for her, but she's not supporting her, apparently.
Whatever.
That's not good enough. And yet Bill Maher, unfortunately, doesn't like young, popular females saying free Palestine.
I guess that's very threatening to him.
So when he, in his very condescending way, because he can't do it any other way, is to basically try to talk down, as he always does, and make it seem like he knows what's best, that Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East. Some democracy they got there.
Yes.